With her last breath, Akoma looked into her brother's eyes and said, Eke, you have taken my life in your anger. Because of this, you will never know the joy of having your own daughters. The village of Ubaki is a peaceful and close-knitted community where traditions are respected and kept. In this village lived a young man named Eke. Eke lived with his family and was known as a person who does not joke with the traditions and customs of his people. He was particularly close to his very beautiful younger sister, Akoma, who was the pride of their family. She was very beautiful and well-mannered, which made many men to seek for her hand in marriage. But one fateful day, Eke's world was turned upside down. Akoma, who was just 16, was discovered to be pregnant. The news of Akoma's shameful pregnancy spread like wildfire throughout the village, bringing so much shame and disgrace upon the family. One day, out of frustration, Eke, Akoma's brother, consumed by shame and anger, confronted his sister. How could you bring such disgrace upon our family? He shouted, his voice echoing throughout their small compound. With tears streaming down her face, Akoma could barely speak. I didn't mean for this to happen, she whispered. But Eke, blinded by rage, lost control and struck Akoma. His blows were heavy. They were blows driven by a mixture of disappointment and society pressure. Akoma fell to the ground, bleeding and crying. Their mother Nkechi, who was in their vegetable farm beside their compound, upon hearing Akoma's cries, rushed to Akoma's side, trying to stop the bleeding, but the damage has already been done. As Akoma lay on her dying bed, because she has lost so much blood and strength, she called for Eke, who knelt beside her bed, with tears streaming down his face as he began to plead for Akoma's forgiveness. I'm so sorry, Akoma. I didn't mean to hurt you this way, he pleaded. But Akoma, with her last breath, looked into his eyes and said, Eke, you have taken my life in your anger. Because of this, you will never know the joy of having daughters. And if by chance you do, they will bring the same shame upon you as I have. This is my curse upon you. With that, Akoma's eyes closed and she passed away. Eke was left in a state of shock and regret. He had not only lost his dear sister, but has also been cursed by her dying words. The villagers, upon hearing of Akoma's death, mourned the loss, but also spoke in hushed tones about the cause. After Akoma's death, many years passed, but Eke still carried the weight of guilt and regret. He later met and married a beautiful, kind-hearted woman named Nneka. They were blessed with several sons. However, every time Nneka gave birth to a daughter, the child will fall sick and will eventually die. These events made the villagers to remember Akoma's curse on Eke, and their whispers grew louder while Eke's heart grew heavier with each loss. Despite the looming curse, Eke and his wife Nneka remained hopeful. Their prayers were finally answered when they had twin daughters, Chinwe and Ifunanya. Though they fell seriously sick at various times, the twins were able to survive past their infancy. Eke cherished his daughters, who were so beautiful, but he remained haunted by Akoma's curse. As years passed, Chinwe and Ifunanya grew into two very beautiful and intelligent young women. However, as they reached their teenage years, the curse began to manifest. Both girls found themselves pregnant outside wedlock at the same time, bringing the same shame and disgrace upon their family, just as Akoma had once brought. AK, their father, upon hearing that his two daughters got pregnant outside wedlock at the same time, was so devastated and very angry. Please subscribe to this channel so that you will know how AK reacted and the actions he took concerning his two daughters' shameful pregnancy in the part 2 of the story.